A very warm good afternoon to all of you. Dear students, I welcome you all in digital class of biology. Students, today I would like to start with the revision of our third chapter, that is human reproduction. But before that, I would like to say something which Lord Krishna says. Student, he says that whatever he remembers, means whatever person remembers when departing from the body, that alone is reached by him because of his constant thinking of that. So students, keep thinking positive, okay, and remember that Lord Krishna is always with you, okay. Devote your every work to him, okay, and you will feel that you are the most happiest person on this earth, okay. So with this beautiful thought, I would like to start the mind map of our chapter human reproduction. Student, this is the mind map, okay. So the name of the chapter is human reproduction. Clear? Student, first of all, what is there in this chapter? There is male reproduction, okay, then about female reproductive system, then gametogenesis, menstrual cycle, fertilization, blastocyst and implantation, pregnancy and placenta formation, parturition and lactation. Clear? I'll take some of the topic in this only and some I will take in more detail, okay. So student, I'll take first topic, that is male reproductive system, okay. For that I need to zoom it out, okay. So students, I hope so that it is visible to you. Yes, our first topic is about male reproductive system, okay. We all know, students, that the primary sex organ in male reproductive system is testes, okay. What are these testes? Students, these are a pair, okay, which are situated outside the abdominal cavity in a sac of skin known as scrotum. And what is the function of this scrotum? Important for your board point of view. The function of scrotum, okay, is that it keeps the temperature of the testes 2 to 2.5, okay, degrees Celsius lower than the internal body temperature, which is necessary for the synthesis of sperms, okay. As we all know that in your testis sperm formation takes place. Clear? Students, further, your testis is made up of seminiferous tubule, okay, and each seminiferous tubule is lined on its side, okay, by two specialized cells, that is your spermatogonia and Sertoli cell, whereas the region outside the seminiferous tubule, okay, it contains a mass of cells which are known as Leydig cell, or another name of your Leydig cell is interstitial cell. Clear? Student, now what is the function of this spermatogonia? These spermatogonia, they are mother cell, okay. They will undergo meiotic cell division, okay. Meiotic means what? It will undergo reduction to produce sperm. As we all know that sperms are your haploid and spermatogonia is your diploid, so it need to undergo meiotic cell division. Clear? Next, student, it is your Sertoli cell. The another name of these Sertoli cells are nurse cell, which will provide nutrition to the germ cell, okay, that is your sex cell. Student, next is your Leydig cell. Another name of Leydig cell is interstitial cell, and what it do? It synthesize, okay, the male hormone, that is testosterone, which maintain the male sexual characteristic, okay, secondary sexual characteristics such as mustaches, okay, harsh voice, all these things. Clear? After this, student, what are different accessory duct, okay. I need to zoom it out, okay. So student, now we will study about accessory duct in male reproductive system. Clear? I have told you about the thing that your testis is made up of seminiferous tubule, okay. This seminiferous tubule, okay, it will open into your vasa efferentia. This is your vasa efferentia, okay, through rete testis. Clear? And then these several vasa efferentia, they will open into epididymis, okay, and it will carry sperm outside the testis. Clear? It is through epididymis. Clear? And what is the function of this epididymis? Students, it will temporarily stores non-motile and immature sperm. Clear? After that, the duct from your seminal vesicle, okay, and vasa differentia, they will together form a ejaculatory duct here. Okay, clear? And they pass through the prostate gland, clear, and join the urethra. This is urethra. Clear? And they carry secretion of seminal vesicle and sperm from the testis to outside through urethra. Getting? And now what is this urethra? Student, it originates from the urinary bladder and extend through the penis to its external opening called urethral meatus. What is the function of urethra? It carries urine from the bladder and sperm from the vasa differentia through its penis. I hope so that you have got. Please practice the diagram of male reproductive system. Clear? Remember these accessory ducts. After that, student will move toward accessory glands. What are accessory glands? Okay, it includes, student, your seminal vesicle. Okay, these are 2 in number, whereas 1 prostate gland, okay, and 2 bulbourethral gland. Another name of bulbourethral gland is Cowper's gland. Don't get confused. Okay. Student, it is very important to know about the function of these accessory glands. First of all, about seminal vesicle. Student, these secrete mucus and a watery alkaline fluid that contain fructose, which provide energy to the sperm. Next, about your prostate gland. Student, it surrounds the urethra and produces a milky secretion which form a considerable part of your semen. And this secretion contain your citric acid, lipids and enzyme. Clear? Students, secretion of the prostate gland nourishes and activates the spermatozoa to swim. Remember it, okay? And next is your bulbourethral gland. Another name is Cowper's gland. Okay, these are attached to the urethra below the prostate gland, and they secrete mucus fluid for the lubrication of the penis. Clear? Student, next is about external genitalia, and it is the penis. Clear? Students, now next about female reproductive system. Okay. Students, about female reproductive system, first of all, I need to zoom it out. Okay. It consists of ovaries, accessory duct, external genitalia and mammary gland. Okay. First of all, we will study about ovaries. Student, it consists of ovarian stroma, okay, and its outer layer is your cortex and inner is your medulla. You need to practice the diagram of your ovary. Okay, here I'll not go in that much detail, okay, because no question comes from your ovary, just the diagrams comes. Okay. Next, student, your accessory duct. In your accessory duct there are oviduct, uterus and vagina. Clear? These oviducts are also known as fallopian tube. Clear? And then this fallopian tube consists of your infundibulum. What is this infundibulum? These are the opening of the fallopian tube which expand into a funnel shaped infundibulum. Clear? Second is your ampulla. What is this ampulla? The infundibulum leads to a wider part of the oviduct which is known as ampulla, and isthmus is the last part of the oviduct having a narrow lumen which joins the uterus. Got? Okay, for this you need to draw the diagram of female reproductive system, then it would be more clear to you all. Clear? Student, about external genitalia. Okay, it consists of your mons pubis, labia majora, labia minor, hymen and clitoris. And last, student, mammary gland. Okay, your mammary gland. What are these mammary gland? Okay, student, every human female has a pair of mammary gland that contain glandular tissues and fatty tissues. Clear? And each glandular tissue is divided into 15 to 20 mammary lobes, and each lobe consists of a group of alveoli. The alveoli in turn open into the mammary tubule. Clear? And the mammary tubule of each lobe open into the mammary duct, whereas the several mammary duct, they join to form a wider mammary ampulla that is connected to the lactiferous duct just before the nipple, through the which milk is released. Clear? I hope so that you have got. Students, about your gametogenesis and menstrual cycle, I will take a separate video to explain you this, okay, because I want to take this gametogenesis, which include your spermatogenesis and oogenesis, in little detail. Okay, so about this we will study with the passage of time. Clear? But we know that what is your spermatogenesis, formation of sperm, and what is oogenesis, formation of ovum. Clear? And after that we will study about menstrual cycle, because these two topics are important for your board point of view, so I want to take this in little detail. Clear? Then student, about fertilization. What is this fertilization? We all know that fertilization is the fusion of sperm, that is male gamete, with an ovum, which is a female gamete. Clear? And what happens, student, during coitus, semen is released by the penis into the vagina, and that process is known as insemination. Clear? You need to draw, or I can say practice, the diagram of sperm, okay, and egg. Clear? Very important. After that, student, blastocyst and implantation. What is this blastocyst? Student, the morula continues to divide, okay, as you can see in this picture, okay, and then finally it will transform into a large mass of cell, which is known as blastocyst, which passes further into your uterus. Clear? And what is this implantation? Student, what happen, the blastocyst, it get embedded in the endometrium of the uterus, and that process is known as implantation, and this implantation further leads to pregnancy. Got? Next, student, it is pregnancy and placenta formation. Okay, students, we all know that what is placenta. Okay, it is the structural and functional unit between the developing embryo and the maternal body. Clear? Students, we all know that placenta act as endocrine tissue, okay, and thus it produces several hormones like human chorionic gonadotropin. Okay, learn the full form of HCG. It is human chorionic gonadotropin, then human placental lactogen, HPL, then estrogen, progesterone, okay, that are essential to maintain pregnancy. Clear? Student, next topic is parturition. What is this parturition? Student, it is the act of expelling the full term fetus from the mother's uterus at the end of the gestation period. Okay, and also it is given here simply that the process of giving birth to young ones after gestation period. Clear? After 9 months. Clear? Next, student, last topic is your lactation. Okay, what is lactation? What happened after the delivery of the baby? The mammary gland of female, it will undergo differentiation and it will start producing milk at the end of the pregnancy. Okay, and that process is known as lactation. Clear? Student, please let me tell you that the milk that comes out from the mammary gland of the mother, okay, during initial days of lactation, okay, is called colostrum. Okay, and why it is important? Because it contains several antibodies and nutrients for the baby. Thus, breastfeeding is recommended by doctors for bringing up a healthy baby. Clear, students? So with this, I have finished the mind map of human reproduction. I hope so that you all have got idea. Okay, and about student gametogenesis and menstrual cycle, I'll take separate videos because these two are very important topic from this chapter. Okay, and beside this you have to practice various diagram, okay, such as human reproductive system, which include both male and female, then diagram of your sperm, okay, egg, ovary. You need to practice all these. Clear? So students, with this I have finished my today's lecture. I hope so that you have got, okay, many things today. And but if still there is any query, please feel free to call me. Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead.